Imagine if we lived in a world where you can sell products that you never purchased, never have to worry about warehousing inventory, and when you get an order, someone will pack and ship your order directly to your customer. The word for that would be drop shipping. And guess what? Drop shipping is now possible in the Philippines. I'm sure many of you have thought about starting an online business, but quickly realized all of the challenges that come with it. What will I sell? Where will I warehouse the inventory? Who is going to pack and ship my orders? What if the product doesn't sell? Is my money wasted? All of the above are legitimate questions that all entrepreneurs must answer before launching their online business. Having personally faced these issues firsthand is the reason why my partners and I founded Inspire Dropshipping. Our e-commerce solution allows you to sell products without ever having to buy the inventory, worry about the warehousing, or ever touch the product in the fulfillment process. How, you may ask? If you are currently operating a Shopify store, all you need to do is download our app, submit the pertinent requirements, and wait for the risk team to approve you. Once approved, you will be given a 14-day free trial period, which will give you access to all of our product catalogs. With a few clicks of a button, you will be able to transfer those products into your store and start selling. Our team will pack and ship your orders directly to your customer via cash on delivery. Once the customer pays, we will remit the funds directly to your bank account. With our proprietary software and all of the benefits within it, you can guarantee that Inspire Dropshipping will satisfy all of your e-commerce needs, making it truly your one-stop shop. What are some of the benefits and features in the Inspire Dropshipping app? Well, let me give you a few. Real-time order tracking, so you are always in the loop. Internal revenue calculator to know your profit margins and where your expenses are going. Want to sell a product that is not in our catalog? No problem. Request a product and our team will source it from our local suppliers in the Philippines with a 24 to 48 hour turnaround time. Want creatives that convert? Easy. Request a creative within the app and have it delivered in no time. Keeping track of your financials can be a pain, so we make it easy for you. With our 14-day free trial, you have nothing to lose and a life-changing opportunity to gain. So are you ready to be inspired?
Mga online sellers, mura, mabilis at maaasahang deliver service ba ang hanap mo? Yung hindi ka napipila ng matagal dahil courier mismo ang pipick up ng parcel sa bahay or opisina mo? Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch ang maaasahan mo. 100% serbisyong Pinoy. Guaranteed next day delivery. Hindi mo kailangan magbayad agad ng shipping fee para maipadala ang parcels mo. Pwede kang mag-offer ng cash on delivery payment sa mga customer mo. No COD fee. Hanggang 5 attempts ang pag-deliver sa customer. No RTS fee. No minimum parcel required para maging VIP partner. Real-time ang monitoring sa libreng dashboard. May magiging dedicated account manager ka pa. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Grow your online business with Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch. Kabiyahe mo sa pag-asenso. Kay Viajeros, siguradong alaga ka sa serbisyo. Bakit mo kailangan ng website? Mas makakapagbigay ito sa iyo ng malaking income. Nakakadagdag ito ng kredibilidad sa iyong negosyo dahil magmumukhang professional at mapagkakatiwalaan ng kumpanya or services mo. Pwede mong isama ang website mo sa Google Maps para mas madali kang mahanap ng mga customer mo. Mas mura ito kaysa sa traditional advertising. Pwede kang magtrabaho kahit saan basta may internet connection. Pwede mong ibenta ang mga produkto o serbisyo mo saan ka man sa mundo. Pwede ka nang umalis sa pagiging empleyado at palaguin ang sarili mong negosyo. Kailangan mo ito kung ikaw ay isang online store or seller, service provider o kaya na may isang influencer. Kumbinsido ka na ba na kailangan mo ng website? Punta na sa www.ojMDsolutions.org at piliin ang Build My Store. Tara na't nang matulungan ka na!
Ayan. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Ayan. Gumagana pa yung ilo ko. Good evening. Namiss niyo ba ako? Namiss ko kayo, di ba? Imagine for the entire month of May, araw-araw tayo nagla-live. Nagpahinga tayo ng, pangat na ilaw ko. Pahinga tayo ng 1 week, di ba? And as mentioned, yan, mas okay to. And as mentioned, so basically because of very, very positive feedback, comments of our May interview series. And that's why we decided to continue the series for this month. Kaya meron tayong season 2, 'di ba? Nakakatuwa. Parang PBB lang or parang kung anong ano ba 'to? Kung anong series, 'di ba? Na nagkakaroon ng season 2. So, if it's your first time watching this interview series, so basically what we're doing is we're celebrating lives, we're celebrating wins, and we're celebrating journeys of these people who are successful in the e-commerce space. If in case your business is not directly e-commerce, it's still related to e-commerce. And the reason why we're doing this is to be able to encourage um, aspiring e-com entrepreneurs to do e-commerce. For those who's been doing e-com for a while and are struggling, to encourage you to keep going. Sa mga, kung may mga nakapanood po ng first season natin or ng May series natin, 24 out of 24 guests failed and made mistakes several times. But what do they have in common? They never gave up. So, malalaman natin this season 2 kung meron bang nag-give up or merong mga taong never pa nag-fail sa kanilang journey or business venture. And of course, be able to learn from the stories of our guests. And be able to, kasi minsan the problem is, if we know that someone is successful in their business, we're blindsided by the success. But since we don't know the backstory or we don't know what they went through, sometimes we think that, everything is easy, and then we try to attempt to do business, and then once we experience hardships, ayaw na natin. So that's why it's always good to get to know the backstory or what they went through before they attained or they got that victory. And of course, to be able to spread good vibes for the month of June, since for the month of May, ang daming na-encourage, ang daming na-inspire sa mga guests natin. And that's why as I mentioned, we are continuing the series for this month. And kahit sa July, meron na po tayong mga guests. So, I hope na miss nyo ako, 'di ba? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Tama ba? Fonder ba? Fonder. Anyway, our guest for tonight, actually, hindi pa kami naglo-local e-commerce. We already know this person. So just a little backstory, no? Si ojMD ay hindi pa ojMD. We already met our guest for tonight. So my ex-partner was invited to teach Google Ads in Davao kung hindi ako nagkakamali siya, I know it's 2018 also. 2018, I think it was April or May. April or May, when we went to Davao to teach them how to, not me pala, baka mamaya sabihin ako, inaangkin ko, hindi po. It was my ex-partner who taught, kasi since hindi po kami naglo-local e-com that time, his expertise was Google Ads. And since konti lang po or technically wala masyadong na Google Ads dito sa Philippines, majority was Facebook Ads. So, they wanted him to speak and teach Google Ads in Davao. And we met our guest tonight. He was one of the students there. And that time he was also working night shifts in a BPO industry. So, kumbaga parang he was attending the training, but he was also employed in a call center. In a call center that time. And then, because that Davao trip was the second time that he got invited to speak. Because the very first one was in Pampanga, and that's where we got to meet Reg Caligagan, Pestre Cabral, and that's where the network started. So since nung sa Davao was the second time that he was invited, and when we were still there, they were already planning on parang another batch of students, and that's why we went back to Davao, I think August or September, nung time na they had this fruit festival. I forgot what it's called, pero it was a fruit festival, and that's why we came back. So that's why before we came back, or when we went back to Manila, and we had the group. So yung group po na Philippines e-commerce and dropshipping community, that time was I think only 5K pa lang yung members. But now the group is at 80 plus. I think 85,000 eh. But that time 5K pa lang. And we were already confident na parang why not organize events of our own since we had a small community. And dun po nag-start si ojMD sa pag-organize ng mga event. So yun po yung backstory natin. So again, as I mentioned, so our guest for tonight started from being a student to working night shifts in a call center industry and is now a businessman. So good evening. Ay, ano ba yung mali yung clinic ko? Sorry. Good evening, Marco T. How are you tonight?
I'm good. You?
Good. It's been a while. At ito po si Marco, sobrang busy. Ang hirap makuhaan ng schedule. That's why I'm very, very fortunate that he finally said yes. Parang proposal lang, no? That he finally said yes Kasi ang daming beses ko na po siyang in-invite sa kung ano-anong event. Either busy siya, nahihiya siya, pero this time, and actually, I think, medyo nag-ano ako, sabi ko, it's a NBU, it's a NBU na pa-oo agad. Samantalang ako, ilang beses ko na kinakantahan, hindi pa rin ako pinapansin. Hindi naman, busy lang po talaga siya. So parang sabi ko, imposible mag-no na to si Marco dahil nag-guest na sa NBU, nabinigyan na ng NBU. So yan. So we'll get to know Marco in a more personal level. So without further ado, Marco, my very first question for you is, who was Marco before you became a business owner?
Paano ba to? Siguro ano na lang. Let's start siguro like way before college, like typical college student talaga before. So basically, yung tipong, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 years ago, yung typical sakit sa ulo na anak. Matagal nakagraduate, gala na gala. So yun, then from there, I stopped school, and then yun, after nun is na-expose ako sa business ng dad ko. And then from there, parang na-in love na ako sa idea na kaya ko nang kumita para sa self ko. And then later on, parang, kasi di pa ako nakapagtapos ng school that time. And then like my friends convinced me otherwise. And then yun, nakapag-graduate na. Then, I guess doon nag-start yung sa working journey. Kasi maalala ko dati, I kept asking my dad na like, pwede ba ako mag-shift papuntang entrepreneurship na course. Sabi niya, hindi, accountancy ka. So, bakit accountancy? Para malaman ko rin yung numbers. No? Like, okay, sige, fine. But, yun, later down the road, hindi naman talaga natuloy yung accountancy. So, yun, graduate ng business ad, major in marketing. So, yun. And then, after nun, naalala ko pa before was, ang hirap mag-empleyado. Kasi kasi parang nasayang ko na yung years of schooling na sinusuportan ako ng parents ko. And then from there, parang nag-apply na lang ako ng work. And of course, yung pinakamadali as a student is of course yung BPO industry kasi dapat English tapos madiskarte okay ka na. So yun, nag-apply ako. And then, in God's grace, napunta ako sa isang account na growing account. And then from, I think, agent ako to supervisor, I think 1 month and a half lang. So, sobrang bilis.
Wow,
and then,
bilis.
And then timing lang din is parang yung graduating student ako sa school, so ang dami. So parang naka-thesis ako, naka-implementation kami, naka-OJT pa ako. So doon ako naka-OJT sa call center company namin. And then from there, after quite some time of being a team supervisor, 10 months after that, naging operations manager na ako. So,
bilis.
Parang ang nagtulak kasi talaga sa akin through e-commerce is like, akala ko kasi dati nung college student ako, okay na ako sa 40, 50, 60,000 pesos per month. Siguro buhay na ako, successful ako. And yung naabot ko yung parang ganung pay grade, ang hirap pala. Like sobrang stress, parang 24/7 kang naka-on call kasi yun by that time managerial position na ako. And then yun, after quite some time, my girlfriend got pregnant, and then so hindi na parang, it's not how much you earn but how much time you spend sa mga important people that you have in your life. So from there, nag-e-com na din ako. Tapos in particular to my job na operations manager, thankfully ang client namin was e-commerce. So parang madami ako natutunan doon. So hindi ko lang pwede ko disclose ang account name pero wala na ako doon. So it was, I think the account was FabFitFun. So they're basically a subscription box company, yung parang for short Kikay kit for girls na napadala every quarter. So yun, natuto ko doon sa mga products and how it worked and paano yung marketing and paano pag-handle ng customer service. And then sakto, fast forward today, parang na-apply ko yung mga skill sets na learn ko from there. Especially right now na, alam mo yun, nagme-messenger campaigns na, sakto, ang handle ko na department was chat. So, yung mga spills, tatawa ko nare-reminisce ko kanina yung pinapanood ko ni Chris. So, yun. And then, ano ba? Fast forward, parang nag-general store, and then nag-niche store, and then nag-branded na ngayon. So, parang, yun, journey so far. I mean,
So ang dami nang na-evolve. So ngayon ba full-time business ka na talaga or are you still employed?
No, full-time business na talaga.
So kailan ka nag-shift to full-time business? Anong year?
I think it was 2019 ata yun. Maalala ko 2018 natin, nag-learn pa ako. Tapos kung 2019, parang napalagaw ko na siya in a way na I was earning already like 4 times na ng pay grade ko. So, okay na ako. So, parang sa sobrang stress doon sa work, ang ginawa ko is one day, nag-decide lang talaga pagising ko, ayoko na get my life. I mean, kasi grabe, imagine mo, nag-work ako and then at the same time, nagpa-function yung namin, yung
right.
Wala pa akong staff noon. Maalala ko, nakalimutan, ano yung service ng LBC dati? Yung encode.
LBC?
Oo, dapat parang iba na ngayon eh. Ngayon kay madami ng at ease ng mga process, like for example, encoding na ng JNT, mga ganyan. Dati walang ganun, di ba? Ginagawa namin dati, tinatype namin sa Excel, print namin via sticker, tapos ginugupit namin para doon ipapaslap nila sa waybill. Kasi kung susulat namin yung sobrang tagal.
Sus ko.
Tapos
yan po ang tinatawag natin na LBC experience. Kung meron po kayong LBC experience sa mga labels nila, medyo matagal na po kayo sa e-com.
Ay, grabe talaga. Like, the experience ko doon, yung magtrabaho hanggang sa ma-pass out talaga. Kasi nakakatulog ka habang nagpapak. So,
right.
And then, from there, I think, 2018 or 20 end or near, ano ba tawag ito? I think March ng 2019. Ako nag-resign. So, nag-send lang ako ng email kasi ayoko na, go na. Okay na ako sa e-com. Tapos ending pa
Hindi ka naman nila pinigilan. Hindi ka pinigilan ng company mo kasi ang bilis ng growth mo. Imagine, 1 month, supervisor. Ako, 12 years ako sa call center. Parang, ilang taon ba? Parang 2 years ata akong agent bago ako naging 2 or 3 years akong agent bago ako naging supervisor. Tapos, ganun din, 3 years bago ako naging operations manager. Ikaw 1 month tapos 10 months, 'di ba? Imagine the growth. So parang with that, given na ang bilis ng growth mo as an employee, talagang yung heart mo ba is for business kaya talagang parang kahit na kasi I mean I would assume na if others would be given the same opportunity you had sa pagiging employee, I don't think anyone would even think about parang running a business pa na ganun kabilis yung growth pagdating sa promotion. Tapos sabi mo, nag-aaral ka pa that time.
So,
diba? Parang ang dami na. Paano mo na-juggle lahat yun? Grabe. Daig mo pa ang multitasker.
Naalala ko siya, tinatanong ng parents ko, ilang anak ba pinapakain mo? Ba't sobrang matrabaho ginagawa mo lahat? Kahit ano lang eh. Kasi yun yung parang, I guess, ang drive lang siguro sa tagal. Kasi when I was growing up, hindi kasi kami galing sa like well-off na family. I mean, well-off sa start, then nag-fail, and then like struggling. So, parang I kind of learned the way to, if I want something, I must work for it. And then, doon lang na hone lalo yung parang like seriousness about life is yung nandun ako sa workplace. Kasi madami kang nakakasalamuha. Diba? So,
right.
Different point of views about their life. And then, of course, ikaw, naiintindihan mo din, even though hindi ikaw nandun sa situation. Yun nga, sabi nila, you can learn the easy way through other people's experience, or you can learn the hard way and experience it yourself.
Correct.
So, yun. I think, supervisor ako was yung bago lang, like 2 months pala akong supervisor. That was the time na graduating na ako. So, Nung pag-graduate ko, so okay na, supervisor na, ngayon nakaka-focus na ako sa ano. Actually, matagal na ang una kong in-explore talaga sa e-commerce was FBA, yung fulfillment by Amazon. Masyadong makot hindi kinaya ng powers ko. So, YouTube ako ng iba, and then yung dropshipping, sabi ko, paano ba ito kapag sa Pilipinas? Kasi ang daming, what do you call this, logistics and how to do's na medyo makot sa computer. And then, from there, yun na meet ko kayo nila Joseph, sa Badera. And then, like, sabi ko, okay, so kailangan mo mag-stop. Saan ako hahanap ng supply sa Alibaba or sa Manila. And then, from there, actually, ginajuggle ko talaga from ever since naging supervisor ako. Kasi the real plan was 2 years lang ako. Kasi sabi ni Papa, 2 years lang daw in employment experience. Okay ka na. Alam mo na kung paano mag-handle ng people if ever naging manager position ka. And then, after nun, na-promote ako into operations manager. So, sabi ng Papa ko ulit, extend ka ng 1 year. Respectful pa lang kasi, promote. And then, yung partner ko that time, she got pregnant. And then, from there, parang, ang dami ng ginagawa talaga, like emotional support. And then, meron pang emotional support din sa mga reps. Yung mga tipong broken. Yung mga ganun. And then, tapos yun, I decided na sabi ko na ayoko na, nag-send ako ng email. Actually, technically, AWOL dapat ako. Pero yun nga, yung tinanong ko nila, did they make any efforts to say, actually, tinawagan ako ng CEO. Sabi niya, Marco, in English, siya, Marco, ano ba talaga kailangan mo? Pinapirate ka ba? Sabi ko, hindi. Kailangan, hindi po, kailangan ko oras talaga. Kasi parang all throughout, like, sa 3 years na stay ko doon, binigay ko talaga lahat. Like, walang what do you call this? Walang holiday. I mean, merong holiday, may mga leaves from now and then. Pero like, binigay ko talaga, you miss out on important family members' birthday, yung tipong Christmas, hindi ka makaka-Christmas, hindi ka makaka-New Year kasi double pay. Double pay.
The call center life.
The call center life. So, doon ka na lang sa production floor, Happy New Year and everything. Kasi yun. And then, from there, during nag-work ako, wina-work on talaga yung e-commerce na store namin. Maalala ko pa, I was taking out parang, ano ba tawag yan, yung mga private loans. Para lang baka kasi naisip ko, iipunin ko yung sweldo ko for a few months. Medyo matagal siya na process. So, why not maglo-loan ako and then use my salary to pay off the monthly dues. At that time, exposed ako agad sa e-commerce. Alam ko na yung panlaro yun. So, yun. And then, yun, mainly nag-resign ako kasi hindi na worth it ang stress and time na, kasi parang pumasok na ako sa stage where in my life where mas binavalue ko na yung time ko and hindi ko na binibenta yung oras ko for money. So it was like nakakuha na ako ng skill sets para for me to earn enough to support myself and of course my future family. And then yun, from there, yun,
what age ka naging dad? 25, 26?
26, 2 years. 2 years old na yung baby boy ko ngayon. So, 26, batang ama. So, yun. Hindi na naman so far, maalala ko. Ang dami pa nitty-gritties, pero baka.
Kumbaga parang at a very early age, no? Parang between yung age mo, yung early 20s mo na age, parang sobrang daming naging ganap sa buhay mo na you were studying, you were working at the same time, tapos you were venturing business, tapos naging dad ka agad. Sobrang dami. You mentioned earlier na your dad also has a business, tama ba? Pero iba yung industry niya?
Yun, yung ito yung funny story. Kasi di ba, of course, I mean, sana hindi ako bully na tax people or what. Kasi dati, hindi tinatax yung e-commerce, diba? So, I mean, ang hirap hanapin or tax map ng e-commerce business. And then, nag-require yung government after nung lockdown. So, ginawa, and ako, hindi ko alam yung process kasi wala ako experience on how to like do all the documentations and everything. So, tinanong ko dad ko, sabi ko, paano to? Hindi ko alam paano ko i-register yung e-commerce and everything. So, sabi niya, you know what, meron naman tayong family corporation, ano yung term, amend or baguhin yung parang documentation para to entertain a new type of business inside the corporation. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-open ako ng bank account, kinuha ko yung parang binayaran ko yung mga fees and everything. Ayun, meron business papers so far. Yung sa dad ko naman, mainly is, ano ba tawag nun? Computer technology distributions. So, yung mga bidding sa government. Hindi ko na yung ginagalaw, ano lang ako. Sabi ko, bigyan nyo lang ako ng e-commerce na part, may papers na ako, and everything. So, okay na ako doon. Kaya na bahala. So, yun.
So, kumbaga, ilan kayo magkakapatid? Or nag-isa ka lang ba?
Hindi, tatlo kami. Yung eldest namin, si Ate Janelle, actually, I'm not sure if you know, she's like
e-com din?
2010. Hindi siya e-com, 2010 Miss Earth. So yun, that was like 2010.
Oh. So, parang then, nakita, parang dati nakita ko may mga, parang pinapost mo at before, I think. Naalala ko parang sa dati ko at ang account. Pang ilan ka?
Pang second, middle child syndrome. Kaya sakit sa ulo. Tapos yung youngest naman namin, si Yani, Miss Architect. So, yun.
So, kumbaga parang iba-iba kayong field. Merong, anong field ni ate? Anong field ni ate ni Miss Earth?
Ano ba? Hindi ko alam mo ng field niya. Parang yun, influencer.
Influencer.
Parang ganun. Hosting. Magaling siya sa hosting. Malaki na TF niya hosting.
So parang iba-iba kayo ng iba-ibang industry kayo. Ikaw business e-com, tapos si Bunso architecture.
Actually, nagbi-business din yung bunso namin.
Only boy ka ba?
Yeah. I am an only boy, only son.
Only boy, diba? So, sabi ko nga, no, kumbaga parang ako medyo na-stress ako sa dami ng ganap na, I mean, parang hirap, diba? Studying, business, studying. Tapos hindi lang, kumbaga parang the time that you were employed, ang bilis nung, since ang bilis ng promotion mo, of course, yung responsibility, para pag-grant siya ng pag-grant, diba? Tapos, nag-aaral ka ng business, tapos nag-run ka ng sarili mong business, tapos you became a family man, also at a young age. Sa lahat ng yun, ano yung mas challenging, kumbaga, since everything was happening all together, ano yung medyo challenging part for you? Was it the studying part? Was it being employed? Was it running the business? Or was it starting your own family na?
I think pare-parehas kasi siya stress level pero if all things considered, I think yung yung will to get up na gumising ka kahit wala kang tulog, trabahuin mo, yung tipong nasa elevator ka paakyat sa office nyo sa workplace, talagang super drain ka, body, mind, and soul. And then, alam yung pagbukas ng elevator, parang isang hingang malalim, game time, okay, game. So, wala na. Like, naalala ko dati, uso sa akin yung, di ko alam if marami sa viewers natin yung mga motivational videos sa YouTube. Parati ko yung piniplay, nag-meditate ako.
Yung pang-push. Para napupush ka. Para
push. I think one famous quote there is parang, even though in English, no? So, even though pagod ka and hindi mo na alam kung saan ka papunta and hindi mo na alam kung ginagawa mo, the only thing na you want to do is just like go through the motions and then take it one day at a time, and sooner or later everything will be like everything will fall in place, parang ganun. So it was really ano ba tawag nito, the most struggling part is yung drive talaga. Kasi ano to, naging employee ako, which I thought was the like stellar dream kasi naabot ko yung parang goal ko na paycheck. Pero yung na-achieve ko na yun is parang hindi pa rin eh. So parang parang hindi pa rin ako fulfilled na even though may achievements ako. Kasi sobrang seryoso ko talaga magtrabaho dati. Like, siguro 8-hour shift, 2 hours prior to my shift, nasa office na ako nag-work, and then 2 hours after my shift, I am still working, and then yun promote ako for supervisor position. I think a max ko that time was doing 14 hours na shift. Umabot pa nga na 7 days a week ako nag-work kasi nila para mag-open ng weekend na schedule. So yun. Pero ang pinakamagandang experience was nung naging manager na talaga ako. Kasi sobrang dami kong natutunan as to how to handle. Even though it was just like customer service and like a few departments, talaga nakikita mo how an e-commerce company functions eh. And isip ko, if gato ka fast nag-grow yung company, and gato ka fast nag-grow as a employee and nag-grow through the ranks, and napaisip ko, so meaning to say, in this type of industry, yung e-commerce, talagang may opportunity ka for hyper growth. Kasi, alam mo yun, yung parang tinatawag namin nun is yung growth pains na problema siya, but it's a good problem kasi you know you're growing company-wise and then personally-wise. So yun, pinaka-struggle I guess talaga is yung drive. Yung kailangan gigising ka. Yung nga sabi ni Chris kanina, pinapanood si Chris, sabi ko, ako kasi yun nga, kailangan niya talagang sipagin and tsagain. Kasi, quotes muna tayo. Kasi yung dati may famous quote, di ba, practice makes perfect, or like parang, hard work, parang beats talent or something, but I think I kind of experience it in a way na hard work at the right direction is equals to like parang path to success. Kasi ngayon e-commerce yung booming, nag-lockdown and everything. Amazing ngayon, nag-lockdown. Speaking of lockdown, it was parang in a way affected ang e-commerce kasi maalala ko nag-close down ng 1 month ang mga logistics, and then after that 1 month yun walang sales. So yun ang ginawa, kameme ako, wala akong ginagawa, tapos wala na ako trabaho. So yun, sabi ko paano ba to? So yun yung after yung nag-resume after nag-resume ng mga logistics, sobrang lakas. Like,
exactly.
I think it was a good 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And then, yung demand ng market, biglang nag-shift. So, yun ang paisip. Hindi na pwede yung binibenta yung mga items na binibenta. Kasi sobrang winning. Like, I think, 15K na budget that time, kayang abutin ng 300, 400,000 sales in a day. So, biglang nag-shift. So, nagtaka ako, ba't biglang nawala yung sales? Ano nangyari? So, after that, ginawa namin is, hindi naman nagbenta ng palugi. Nagbenta kami super close to break-even. And then, nag-shift na kami other products. So, parang journey.
Kumbaga, 2020 was really a crazy year for e-com, I would say, diba? Kasi parang sabi mo nga na Yung nag-ECQ na no one expected na that's how a quarantine is, talagang total shutdown. Like even us, total shutdown. Pero tama, 1 month. So talagang wala, no operations at all, nothing. Tapos biglang, in all fairness to JNT, ewan ko kung JNT din yung nag-resume sa'yo na una. Si JNT una nag-resume sa amin kasi yung ibang courier, medyo strict sa sa mga tinatanggap na parcel. Pero si JNT, walang very open. So biglang, imagine parang kami, the year started, nag-average kami ng 200 sales a day for our dropshipping service 200 sales a day. Tapos biglang nag-ECQ, so 0. Tapos nung magre-resume, nung okay na, resume, so start, mababa nung una parang 50, nag-start siya sa 50. Pero grabe yung increase niya, parang 50, biglang 200, 500, 1,000, 1,500 sales a day. And that's why our system was not ready. We were not ready staff-wise since I was also, ang problema din, I was also pregnant. So hindi pwedeng ma-expose masyado kung kani-kanino. Alam mo naman yung though apparently mas worse pala yung cases ngayon, 'di ba? Kaysa last year kasi ngayon left and right nagkakasakit. So ang daming restriction na tapos since a lot of sellers kasi before sanay kami, ang nagiging clients namin usually start mga bago or OFWs. Since a lot of people did not have access to supplies, so for them to resume, they had to utilize us. So imagine there was a time na talagang hindi na talaga kami tumatanggap ng client kasi hindi na namin kaya yung demand ng sales. Tapos nung medyo nag-normalize na ulit, so bumaba na siya, naging okay na, parang decent average na. Ang problem, diba, we're all used to Q4, we're all used to December being the grand month, diba? The most selling month of the year. So people always prepare for that. But apparently last year was different.
Iba yung last year.
It was the worst December. Parang I think out of all the months within the year, I think December was the lowest sales that we had. And it wasn't just because, and I think the only good thing is, kasi minsan, diba, that's why it's important that you have a network in the industry, because if you don't have a network, you don't know that other people are also experiencing it. Na parang kung wala ka kasing nakakausap na nag-i-e-com din, you would think you're the only one experiencing it, and you're thinking that there's something wrong with your ads, there's something wrong with your strategies and all. But apparently, everyone was experiencing the same thing. Kumbaga parang nung una, akala natin, kasi diba si Facebook, lumakas yung topak niya before the election, before the US election. And then everyone thought na pag nagtapos na yung election, everything will go back to normal. But apparently, it did not. Diba? It did not. Na si conversion, pahirapan, diba? Before naman, messaging ads, hindi naman, not a lot of people were utilizing it kasi lalo na tayo, we were so used to conversion. Biglang pag conversion, napakahirap, ang mahal-mahal ng ads. That's why a lot of people were shifting naman to messaging campaign. So, kumbaga talagang last year was really, parang it had extreme highs and extreme lows for the e-com industry. Though, I think the biggest advantage out of the pandemic is that, one, kumbaga parang mas madami ng tao nagmo-market online, and at the same time, yung buyers nag-increase din yung percentage. Unlike before na hindi ganun kadami or maraming tao na they think twice, 3 times before they order anything online. But because of the pandemic, it made people dependent to buying online instead of going out. So kumbaga parang I think last year was also what do you call this? Parang survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest.
When it
Very
comes to e-com entrepreneurs, with all the highs and lows, topak ni Facebook, and everything. And that's why I think that's one reason. I think that's why when this year started naman, ang good thing naman is ang daming social other platforms that now offer ads. 'Di ba?
yes.
Kasi before Google Ads ka lang or Facebook. But here in the Philippines, since we're heavy users of Facebook, that's why Facebook ang best na nai-utilize na platform for sales. Even if technically, if you would look at it, Google Ads actually has a bigger market since mas madami kang pwedeng mapag-placea ng ads compared to Facebook,
Facebook.
'di ba? But now, when the year started, ayan na si TikTok, ayan na si Twitter, ayan na si... alam sa Viber, parang may mga ads din na lumalabas, di ba? So, kumbaga parang... Oo, TikTok na lang, di ba? TikTok, ang daming ads din na lumalabas. So, kumbaga parang, I think that's one of the good things din that the pandemic brought, na kumbaga parang mas lumawak yung opportunity, I mean, mas lumawak yung platforms when it comes to selling. And I think with that also, kumbaga parang Google Ads should be utilized as well. Since not a lot of people are utilizing Google Ads, since masyado nga tayong dependent kay Facebook. And para hindi maging ganun, kasi iba, diba? Iba ang stress na din. Kung may stress po sa pamilya, may stress po sa personal life, iba po ang stress ni Facebook.
Yung tipong,
Ibang klaseng stress po siya. Oo, ibang klaseng stress ang ibibigay ni Facebook sa'yo, diba? Tapos, ito pang start of year, diba? Yung parang iOS or Apple versus Facebook, diba? So, kumbaga parang si Facebook ngayon, nagkakaroon din siya ng competition. Pero dominated pa din niya yung market, lalo na sa atin. Dominated pa rin niya yung market. Pero it's good na there are also other platforms. So, kumbaga nung time ba na ng pandemic, na-question mo yung sarili mo na, bakit ako nag-business? Bakit hindi ako employed?
Yes, saka naalala ko, ako nag-resign ng maaga. So, kasi like, parang, paano ba? Kasi, resign ako. Maalala ko kasi 2019. Kasi the way that my business journey started was, meron akong desktop PC pero hindi ko madala-dala kahit saan. So, di ba naalala ko, naka-laptop ako nung sa during that time kasi, niloan ko yung laptop niloan ko yung laptop na yun. So, nakigamit ako ng credit card, nakiswipe ako, and then hindi ako makabayad-bayad dun kasi yun nga, ang hirap i-balance lahat ng mga gastusin. And then from there, kung iniisip ko na okay lang to kasi this is for the business. And then, sakto nung, I think December ng 2019 was, so okay na yung ads, gumagana na, so slowly na nagre-remit. Naalala ko, I think 2,300 na lang naman ng pera ng bangko ko, isa mobile app. Tapos, pero yun, nangyari kasi nabayaran ko na yung laptop. Then from there, slowly na talaga naka-build talaga ng yung cash flow. I think to add in kanina, maalala ko yung 2020, I think it was a big year to realize na like Facebook is not the only answer. Like, so if with e-commerce, dapat aware ka na sobrang daming platforms na pwede mo pasukin. Like, for example, right? Yung mga brands namin and yung mga brands na-handle. Kasi I also do Facebook ads for other brands na hindi kami yung owner. So, yun, ang daming avenues for, what do you call this, para pagkakitaan. Like if mag-start ka ng e-commerce journey mo, pwede ka mag-start Shopee, Lazada, and then later on, expand ka na may website, and then later on, punta ka naman ng TikTok, tapos Google, sobrang dami, like, if you were to expanding in e-commerce is a little bit easier compared to yung mga brick and mortar na business. Kasi hindi mo kailangan mag-open ng physical branches eh. There was also a good friend of mine, ayun, parang tips and tricks na lang para sa mag-e-commerce dyan. If medyo malaki na yung brand nyo, maghanap kayo ng mga apartment sa Visayas or Luzon. Ako, taga-Davao ako eh. So, open up ng apartment sa Visayas and then Luzon, gawin yung delivery hub. Para pas na lang stocks na siguro konti-konti lang depende sa demand ng orders nyo. Kasi that way, nare-reduce yung delivery time nyo, di ba? Parang gano'n. So yun,
that's a very good idea, di ba? Para bawas yung, kasi di ba iba ang fee if it's say coming from Metro Manila, going to Mindanao, or say Mindanao, going to Visayas, going to NCR or Luzon. So that's a very good idea. Kaya nga, di ba may iba, they have warehouses in different areas. Parang technically, sa Lazada, di ba? Parang gano'n. They have different hubs. Tapos dun sa nearest hub, usually manggagaling ng mga item. And yes, you're right. Na kumbaga parang technically, anyone can do or start e-com since ang daming avenue. Parang sabi mo nga, say kunyari, you guys don't have a budget yet for ads. Do Lazada, do Shopee. Yung mga ibang guests na nakakausap ko na nagla-Lazada, kung masipag ka lang mag-Lazada University, you will learn a lot without having to run ads. And yung isang guest ko, si Johaira Lacson, she's known in Lazada. Pero ang sinasabi niya before, ang ginagawa, she was an affiliate. Pero more on ano ba sila? Yung mga discount codes or coupons. Parang ganun. More on ganun yung ginagawa nila. So kumbaga parang there's Lazada, there's Shopee. Pwede ka din naman magbenta lang using Facebook page, di ba? Since ngayon, mas ini-utilize ang messaging campaign compared to conversion. Kung sabi nga ni Marco, kung medyo, ayan na, may budget na, gawa na ng website, pag-aralan naman ng Facebook ads, or say, pag-aralan naman ng Google ads, di ba? Kung walang pera, pambayad ng mentor, ang dami-daming free content sa YouTube. Diba? Hindi kasi may mga iba may mga iba na, syempre iba-iba tayo ng, anong tawag doon, ng ways on how to learn. Diba? May mga visual na tao, may mga taong palabasa, may mga tao naman na kailangan may mentors sila. Si Johaira rin ata yung nagkwento na super shy kasi siya. So nahihiya siyang magtanong, kaya hindi siya kumukuha ng mentor. Kaya siya self-study lahat. Tapos wala siyang pera for ads. Organic marketing na inaral niya. And with the use of organic marketing, nakaka 7 digit. Pero iba yung effort kasi organic Pero possible, diba? So kumbaga parang talagang kailangan iba lang, ma-discarte ka lang. Parang yung sabi mga kanina, di ba yung sabi ko sa'yo na how are you able to juggle everything and do everything with everything that you were doing? Sabi mo nga, it's kailangan, the willpower really has to be there. Na kumbaga parang, sabi mo nga, kumbaga parang your biggest challenge was rest. Di ba? Kumbaga parang siguro bawat biyahe mo, as long as may opportunity na pumikit at makapag-power nap ng kahit konti, ano na yun, it's something to be thankful for. And at the same time, you're watching motivational videos to keep you with the goal, diba? So very inspiring. That's really nice to hear. Kasi diba, minsan ganyan tayo Kung wala tayong napaghuhugutan, kasi ganyan naman, diba? Usually we get our motivation from our surroundings or from our friends, people that we know. Kung wala po kayong mapaghuhugutan, ang mapaghuhugutan nyo lang ay sarili nyo. Kung ang sarili nyo, wala kayong mapaghugutan, marami pong video sa YouTube or other... Totoo, because like me personally, when I was going through my personal issue just a few months ago, may mga time talaga na pag pinapanood ko lang na videos naman puro tungkol sa self-worth, sa self-love na nakita mo yung post ko the other day. I'm not sure if you guys know Real Talk Darbs. He's known as RTD. He's a vlogger. Tapos, ang usually mga dinidiscuss na is all about self-love, self-worth, na parang mga matters of the heart na mga issue, parang ganyan. For some reason, bigla siyang lumabas sa feed ko. Kasi di ba minsan when you talk to your friends, when you talk to your family, and you have a personal issue, some would not tell you things that you don't want to hear. Diba? Because they would appease you, they would iko-console ka nila, and they would only tell you things that you would want to hear. Pero si RTD, sasabihin niya sa'yo yung mga bagay na ayaw mong marinig that would make you realize na tama nga. And siguro, like one of the best things that na hindi ko makakalimutan sa lahat ng video niya na napanood ko was, if someone stole your man, that man was not supposed to be for you, because if someone is supposed to be for you, they cannot be stolen by anybody. Kasi parang there was a time I was always questioning myself, what could I have done? Mga ganon. But sabi ko, tama. And then after nun, lagi na ako nanonood ng mga video niya. And it was really helpful. And then there is this other, I forgot what channel is sa YouTube. Na minsan naman, yun lang, nanonood, minsan habang nagtatrabaho, or minsan parang minsan pagpagod ka, like you're physically drained, you're mentally drained, you know that you have a lot of things to do, pero hindi nagpa-function yung, experience ko yun eh. Na I know, in my head, I know that I have 100 things to do. Pero yung katawan ko, hindi siya nakikisama. Minsan naka-ready ka, nakaharap ka sa computer mo, naka-ready ka. Pero hindi ka gumagana. So ako, parang same thing as what you did. Ako, ganun gagawin ko. Magpe-play ng mga videos about self-worth, self-love. Tapos yun nga, kumbaga parang minsan ganun eh. Kailangan, kung hindi mo man siya mahugot from inside, you need a third party, which is videos, diba? Videos that you can watch and play. That would boost and motivate you. So kung kunyari, wala kayong kakilala, or di ba may mga iba, they're a one-man team, wala silang kamag-anak, wala silang kaibigan na nag-i-e-com, it's just them. Tapos super shy pa. Hindi makapag-network. Nasa mga group, pero silent readers, walang kinakausap. Watch videos, and it really helps a lot. And I think that's one of the advantages of social media, na kumbaga, you can get affirmation, ba? Parang sa TikTok nga minsan mag-scroll ka lang, may mga, iba-iba yung content nila, may mga tao, puro affirmation lang, parang repeat after me, o diba, mga ganun, affirmation, or yun nga, kasi it helps it helps a lot, and diba, like, ano bang isa sa, what is, parang I would say, other than yung mga tao na nagpa-positive, sa COVID, speaking of COVID, other than dun sa mga tao na nagpa-positive sa COVID, ano yung isa pang downside ng COVID? It's the mental health. Diba? Kasi like, yung mga iba, natatawa ko kasi yung mga last year, yung mga meme post na, yung mga tao na introvert, diba pag introvert, hindi ka palalabas. Parang you're happy at home. Pero because of the pandemic, dumating yung time na yung mga introvert, ayaw na nila sa bahay. Kasi hindi sila makalabas. And there were a lot of people talaga na nagkakaroon ng anxiety attack. Minsan nga yung mga tao na hindi ma-expect na malulungkot because of COVID, or masyadong naapektahan mentally because of COVID, naapektuhan sila. And one thing that can help you, and I think in anything that you're going through, watch motivational videos. Sa Facebook, makakahanap ka niyan. Sa TikTok, makakahanap ka niyan. YouTube, lalo na, diba? Mag-search ka lang. So, kumbaga parang, sabi nga ni Marco, will, diba? It's the will. Yun ang nakatulong sa kanya na ma-push niya yung sarili niya despite everything, or all his responsibilities. While he was starting up as a business owner, he was doing all these things. A student, an employee, at hindi lang basta employee, diba? In less than 1 year, from an entry level, naging managerial position. And first job din ba? Tama ba? First job din ba yon, the call center?
Was technically yung sa dad ko, pero hindi masyado doon. So, technically, my first and only job na
Diba? Kumbaga parang grabe the responsibility. Tapos I think you were meant to be in that company para ma-open ka sa idea ng e-com. Do you think if hindi ka if hindi ka nag-work doon, do you think nasa e-com ka now?
I don't think so. I think if hindi ako doon na company and specifically in that account, kasi like what I've said, Kikay Kits na for girls, tapos lalaki ako. So I was like, paano ba to? Hindi ko alam kung ano to kasi okay na ka, pag lalaki, sabon, tubig, okay na tayo. Pero
correct.
So I think, yun din, parang grabe din talaga yung parang experience sa environment na na-expose ako. And yun, yung parang dami ka matutunan like about life, about everything. Kasi kapag like a lot of people, like especially tayo mga Filipinos, we have, kasi sanay parang ano ba to, although madaming nagsasucceed and umabot ng 6 figures, 8 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, you also have to understand na hindi din madali talagang gawin. Kasi like entrepreneurship for some people can be very lonely. At times parang wala kang masandalan, ikaw lang talaga isa, kung hindi ka gagalaw, wala kang resulta talaga. So I think yun yung kailangan mo understand ng mga tao na not everything is easy, although yung makikita mo na results is like sobrang ganda, I mean nakakabigay talaga ng freedom, but the thing is you really have to understand na it's not every day you wake up like parang feeling like parang okay, ito na yun. Tapos yun, nawala si Mary. Ayun, lumawalik.
Tata ako na nakakabit pala ako sa internet ng phone ko, tapos pinalitan ko yung internet. Biglang nawala lahat. Ayun, oo, diba? What do you call this? So yun nga. Ang dami na nating naano dun sa top, sa pag-share mo pa lang ng background mo. What do you so ngayon, 'di ba kanina nabanggit mo na kumaga parang that time parang you always felt na it's still not enough. Now, can you say that it's enough? Or parang are you still ano ba? Parang meron ka pa rin bang feeling na parang may kulang pa rin and I need to still do more? Or medyo na iba, or medyo nag-shift ka na ba?
Feeling ko ganun pa rin in a way kasi kasi kapag nag-goal ka tapos na-hit mo na yung goal, you have to understand it just parang pag na-hit mo yung goal mo, it's just a moment. Na parang naka 1M na ako. Okay, ito na yun. So gagawin ko next. So parang you have to like
kumbaga parang skill ano ka palagi so that you don't get bored, tama ba? So that you don't get bored, kailangan parang pareho kayo ni Chris. 'Di ba parang 'di ba si Chris kanina yung sinasabi niya na si Chris naman kasi parang for him to not get bored, kailangan meron siyang palaging bagong ginagawa. Either mag-open up siya ng bagong brick and mortar na store. Like, si Chris, ang dami na rin niya naging nagkaroon siya ng salon, pero syempre yung salon naapektuhan talaga nung pandemic. Kasi after nun, Rodolfo's Barbecue, tapos meron siyang iKorea Mart, ang dami pa niyang ibang business venture, tapos kayo nag-live selling, diba? So, I think parang ganun ka din. Parang sabi mo nga na, pag na-reach mo na yung goal mo, di ba may iba parang okay, satisfied state na or magsa-stabilize lang dun sa satisfaction niya. Parang na-reach na goal. Pero ikaw, by the time that you hit it or I think even before you hit it, biglang hindi kailangan upscale. Parang iba na naman or upscale na naman.
Kasi parang I think it also comes with self-awareness na aware ka na alam if business person ka talaga, alam mo yung numbers mo dapat talaga. So, alam mo na papunta ka na doon and konting push lang nandun ka na. So, what's next? So, ano gagawin mo? Like, okay ka na ba dito? Or what? So, depende sa sense of fulfillment mo kung asan ka sa life. And then, from there, I guess, like, I don't know, hindi, ano ba tawag ito? I guess, nakuha ko din sa work na parang, kapag kabisado mo na isang bagay, of course, mas efficient ka na. Yung mga 8 hours shift na tinatrabaho mo dati, kaya mo nang gawin in like first 2 hours ng shift mo. Kasi ganun na talaga yung level ng skill set. Pag ito, alam mo na kaagad. So, like, what's there? Alam mo yung parang nabo-board ka, parang, yun nga, weird nga ngayon kasi sometimes like I have like free time sa day, tapos dala ko pa rin yung parang employee behavior.
Hindi ako sanay na may free time ako.
Ngayon, parang nagkakaroon ng free time, parang hindi ako sanay na parang wala akong ginagawa. Parang nagiging na parang wala akong ginagawa. Kasi in like sa employee, kapag manager ka, sinasabi always ng director namin, when you feel there's nothing wrong about operation, there is something wrong. So parang so yun, tapos doon din nahasa yung parang mindset na solution oriented ka. Kasi I mean, nade-depress ka, but alam mo yun, parang always, ito, famous question to always sa akin, na parang tinatanong ko always sa sarili ko, hanggang kailan ka ganyan? So parang dati, parang hanggang kailan ka mag-jeep? Hanggang kailan ka ganyan mo? Hanggang kailan ka parang wala ka lang gagawin, ganun, bahala na, okay na. So parang, yung parang questioning na yun always, like, parang doon ako nakakahugot talaga na hanggang kailan ka ganyan. So, something that really has to change talaga. Like, kasi, if, like, a lot of us have to understand na, like, e-commerce, like, pwede ka magbenta ng item, marami nga nagbebenta ng mga budol item, but the real essence of e-commerce, you really just have to find a problem, find a product that solves that problem, and find the audience na may demand, and then you're good. Kasi, like, in a overview ng concept, kasi hindi naman mahirap maghanap ng problema. Kung nga, maraming problema, hindi yung problema pa yung mga problema. Diba? So parang yun lang, hanap ka lang ng solution always. Like never give up, kasi in every problem, there's always a solution talaga. Even though if hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin, you will eventually find out what you have to do, kasi things will slowly unfold in front of you. Just as long as na meron kang ginagawa talaga. Kasi dati, maalala ko dati, stuck ako sa 5 ROAS, yun na pinaka-best for Facebook ads. 5 ROAS, paano ba yung 10x? Kasi tinitignan ko yung mga results sa ibang tao, like 20 ROAS din. Ano black magic yung
ginagawa nila?
So yun, tapos since slowly, like parang, okay, sige, research. I think, I don't know, old school ako ang daming notebook ko nang naubos sa kakanotes. Kasi ang learning curve ko kasi is parang hybrid. Kailangan nakikita ko, naririnig ko, kasi sinusulat ko para magre-retain. And parang, I think that also stems, parang ang root din yun was from my study habits. Kasi hindi na ako nag-aaral after Parang na-notes ko sa class, mas naiintindihan ko ang bagay and how it functions. Okay na ako doon. If may lalabas na something na hindi ko napag-preparan, then I'll solve it on the get-go. Parang ganun. Kasi sometimes, opportunities, problems present itself. No matter how prepared you are, kailangan i-deal with mo siya right then and there. So, yun nga, yung famous saying na you can never be too prepared for things such as problems and opportunities and other factors na kailangan mo gawin. It also goes for business. Kasi yun nga, kapag nasa negosyo ka, ang daming problema. Yung tipong love life ng mga admin mo, kailangan mo din ayusin. So parang ganun.
So, parang, I think yung pagiging manager mo na mabilis was also meant to happen since mag-shift ka agad ng business and you would be handling a team. Diba? Kasi sabi mo, kumbaga parang you being a supervisor and a manager in your BPO company before taught you a lot of things. You learned a lot from that. So, kumbaga, basically, you're doing the same thing now, except it's your own company, diba? It's not, you're not working for anyone else, but it's yours.
Mas madaling gumising ng maaga. Kasi pag gising mo ng umaga, check ang check ka ng sales, ba't ito lang? Dapat mas mataas to. Tapos yun, work, research. Actually, it's a never-ending process. I think,
Yes.
yun din parang, tawag ito, like, it's like a never-ending process of learning talaga. Kasi yung sinasabi na yung mga networking dati, when you learn, you earn. Tanggalin mo yung L, naging earn na. So, kasi nag-networking din ako dati nung college ako. So, yun. And then, like, alam mo yun, like, I guess, as, like, total sum ng mga experiences ko, like, thankful din ako na na-expose ako sa mga ganong klaseng environment and people and, like, the workload na din. Kasi, really holds you, like, kasi, pag, when you're starting a business, hard skills, important. Hard skills talaga. Excel, Google Sheets, kailangan alam mo yung numbers mo, magkano, ano yung mga time frames, ano yung inventory cycle mo, kapag detol lang ang inventory, dun ba yung tamang tamang timing para mag-restock. And then, from there on, kasi as you grow, ang tawag kasi nun dati namin is, parang stage na tactical ka. Ikaw gumagawa lahat. So, dalawang bagay yan eh. It's either tactical ka, ikaw gumagawa nun para later on, kapag nag-hire ka, matuturo mo ng maayos in your specific way of doing things, yung preference mo, or you can actually hire someone that is actually better at doing that certain thing na ginagawa mo. I think yun lang din yung mga a few things na parang secret factors into growing your business. Kasi parang self-experience ko din kasi na parang naka-hire ako ng mga employees na parang ba't hindi nila nagagawa yung parang gusto ko as a business owner. So parang, of course, kailangan din mag-self-assess. Ang daming self-assessment. Sabi nga ni Chris kanina, kapag nakikipag-usap ka sa reps, may mga attituding. Even though ikaw yung business owner, I mean, pwede naman sila gawin mo sa kanila, ikaw nga may-ari ng business. But the thing is, kailangan mo pa rin maging humble enough and intindihin mo ang situation. Bakit ganun? Kasi cause and effect lang talaga yan lahat eh. So, ba't ganun yung reaction niya? Ba't ganun yung niya? So, is there something that I can do? So, parang it's your thought process as to how you can arrive from problems to solutions is also one important thing kasi yun kapag nahihirapan ka sa business mo if hindi siya process driven. Nahihirapan ka pag-expand kapag hindi siya process driven. Kaya sobrang, like for example sa amin ngayon sa mga sa brands na yun and yung for our own brands, sobrang important nung process talaga. Kasi kapag lumaki ka, you will be thankful na nilagay mo yung process na yun kasi as long as scalable yun siya, hindi kayo magkakaproblema. Basta sundin lang nila yung step by step nilalagay mo and there shouldn't be a problem. And if ever may problem man na nag-arise from the certain situations, it's within like parang manageable na parameters. So parang yun. Sorry. Parang yun. Like, just in my head.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. So how do you generate new ideas with your business?
Paano ba? Inspirations. Parang kaya, I mean, paano ba? It's sa e-commerce uso kasi yung copy. I mean, okay, gets ko yung copy.
Right.
But I think that if you want to generate new ideas, it's not copying, it's modeling after. I mean, meron ka nakitang brand na maganda and you like the concept and you think it's within your passion and doable siya. Okay siya gayahin. Yes, okay say for starters. But I think it's better, like personally for me, I think it's better to model after it. So parang let's sabihin natin skincare, pare-parehas may binebenta, but how can you like model after them? Yung parang ginagawa nila pero sarili mo. So parang in a way, it's still copying, but alam mo you model after it. I mean, you're not technically doing the same things, but you're somehow have them as an inspiration to like run your business. And then at the same time, paano mo generate new ideas? Wala, think outside of the box talaga. Kasi, for example, yung sa kay Chris, yung we're there rin kasi parang out of the network, parang alam mo yung out of the box na mga
Right.
ginagawa mo. So parang you have to have a yung parang mindset na always mo parang kine-question yung mga bagay, bakit pwede to, bakit hindi to pwede. I mean, like I've said, you can like learn from other people's experiences, but you can also learn it for yourself. So if sa tingin mo na you beg to differ, try mo. So parang ganun. So parang like generate new ideas, then I think it's naghahanap lang talaga ako ng problema eh. So ano bang like problem at home, COVID, di makalabas ng bahay, yung medyo maluwag-luwag pa yung yung lockdown. Ano ba yung mga trending ngayon? Nagbabike, yun, pwede yun. Tapos maghanap ka ng mga bike items, tapos try mo test. Tapos yun, parang ganun lang. Kasi like, there's so much like things going on around you na hindi mo lang napapansin na yun na pala yung opportunity na kumakatok na nandyan lang sa harapan mo. And you have to be self-aware enough na parang although madami kang iniisip, yung parang you're still open like to the opportunities that surrounds you. So parang gano'n.
Yung partner mo ba, is she employed or is she also helping you with the business?
She used to be employed, but right now she's helping out na with the business. Kasi ang hirap nung ako lang talaga isa eh. Yung tipong ikaw pa nag-handle ng operations, ikaw pa sa ads, ikaw pa sa acquisition. So, alam there will, especially for those people who are starting e-commerce business, there will come a point na kapag wala ko experience in like expanding businesses, if this is your first time, tapos kayong gumagawa lahat, there will come a point na mababottleneck ka. And that is a strong indicator na it's either you need help, siguro kung sino man gusto i-bring na partner na you trust, or you need to hire someone na kumakain ng oras din na alam mo yun. Kasi as a business owner, dapat you are working on your business, not in your business. Kasi kapag nandoon ka in the thick of things, dapat nadaanan mo na yan yung sa starting stages. Yes, understandable, nadaanan mo. But sooner or later, once your business grow, you have to be working on your business. Ano ba ang tawag nila doon is money-making activities. Yun. So, like paano ba? Sa e-commerce ads. So parang, dapat may team ka for your creatives. Kasi yun nga, sa Philippines, labanan ng creatives. Tapos after ng labanan ng creatives, labanan ng strategies. Tapos ganun.
Yes.
So yun. So parang, dun, right now, I'm focusing talaga sa money-making activities. And then yung partner ko naman, she's still learning the ins and outs of the business. Of course, nilagay ko siya sa operations. Pero hindi siya operations manager. Kasi iba yun kapag may mga employees ka, tapos biglang sinalpak, tapos alam na mga employees mo na malakas sa'yo. Issue ka agad yun. So hindi, parang you're like everyone else. You start from the bottom, and then you work your way up. Like, kasi, iba yun eh. Like, na-experience ko kasi yun dati, sabi yung, di ba, mabilis ako nag-grow as an employee.
Na-promote,
and of course, mabilis ako na-promote. Of course, along the way, may dinadaanan ako ng mga mas tenured na mga like mas matagal na sa position na yun, tapos nauunahan ko. Of course, hindi naman lahat ng tao open-minded na someone can be better than you at like certain things. So, yun, parang doon ko rin natutunan na how to handle like things or certain scenarios na hindi welcome yung yung pag-enter mo. So, ganun. So, yun, kailangan talaga ano ba tawag yun? Bumapang ka muna bago ka makakalipad. Or if you have the money, pwede mo naman makakalipad ka, buy yourself something so that you can fly if you're doing business. Pero, so ganun. Yeah.
Yung parang sabi mo nga na, yes, kumaga parang I think it's always best to start as a one-man team. Not unless if by the time that you're starting, meron ka ng kapartner or anything. So, syempre, kayong dalawa or say kayong tatlo. But ideally, everyone really goes through doing everything on their own. And that's good kasi you know how to do it. Kasi may mga iba na yun nga, kumbaga parang some people naman, they have the funds na parang they would rather have someone else study for them. Parang sila lang yung they will just provide the funds and stuff. But, di ba parang sabi nga nila, if you are a business owner, kailangan hands-on ka sa trabaho. So, it's really good to know the ins and outs in the beginning. Tapos sabi nga ni Marco na, syempre, as your business is growing, darating talaga yung time na hindi mo na kaya gawin lahat on your own. And that's the time that you need to start delegating the task. Because apparently, as your business grows, hindi na ikaw yung pinaka-labor work. Kumbaga sa umpisa, yes, you do the labor work na, di ba, yung iba pa nga, they even do the packing themselves. Di ba? Hindi lang ads. They do the packing, they do the shipments, so on and so forth. But, yun nga, kumbaga, as you grow, magde-delegate ka na. And yun din naman yung usual problem if you're used to being a one-man team. Na minsan naman you don't trust other people to do work for you because parang you think na, I would rather do it kasi baka mamaya pag gawin niya, i-correct ko lang, uulitin. Sakit naman na may pagka-OCDC minsan din pag one man team. But yun nga, yung sabi nga ni Marco na as your business grows, kumbaga your role in your business or say in your company changes as well. Hindi na ikaw yung labor work. Sabi nga ni Marco, possible na darating yung time, hindi na ikaw yung mag-a-ads kasi magtuturuan mo na yung ibang tao mag-a-ads sa inyo. Parang yung sabi ni Chris kanina, di ba? Ngayon, meron siyang team na nagpa-product testing lang. And also, Chris he also came from a one-man team na siya lang din lahat hanggang sa nag-build na lang siya ng team na nade-delegate na yung task. Because apparently, if you are the business owner, sabi nga ni Marco, money-related na yung, kumbaga, generating money na or parang thinking, parang you're the brains na eh. You're the brains of the company. You're not necessarily the hand. The hand is the labor work. Yan yung nagpapack, yan yung nagsuship, yan yung naghahanap ng supplier, yan yung naghahanap ng ibang product to test. So, kumbaga, as you grow, more on, yun nga, parang generating new ideas, how to do this, how to do a new marketing strategy, what new products to sell, so on and so forth. So, hindi dapat nakafocus sa labor work yung ginagawa. And at the same time, parang another thing that Marco mentioned as well earlier is that I believe na almost everyone who's starting, lahat yan nakaka-experience ng budol item. Diba? Let's face it, everyone goes through it. Almost everyone goes through it. I think it's really part of the journey. But you shouldn't stop there. Kumbaga parang nagiging entry level mo lang siya eh. Kasi usually gano'n naman eh. Diba? We all start with just general products. Diba? Ano bang pinaka-source? Usually Divisoria or whatever. Not unless if you're not in Metro Manila or if you're in the province, syempre definitely you know where to buy the products or not unless you want to buy abroad immediately. Mga ganun. But I believe siguro at least 80 to 90% goes through the same thing, budol item. But from there, diba, nag-i-evolve na biglang, okay, after niyan, darating na yung time na quality product na yung, kahit na same products, kumbaga parang same family of product, pero hindi ka nasa budol. Kumbaga parang doon ka na, ay, kailangan quality na. And then apparently, biglang, after nun, usually own products na or branding. So meron siyang evolution. Pero kung ikaw, hindi ka nag-evolve, budol product ka since the beginning, hanggang ngayon, budol product ka pa din, hindi mag-grow yung business mo ng todo. Kasi diba, kumbaga parang if you're continuously selling budol product, it only means that you're just really after the gains, not anything else. Lahat naman tayo ganyan eh, di ba? Bakit ba tayo negosyante? Bakit ba tayo pumasok ng business? Because we want to gain, we want to earn. Pero yun lang usually yung initial goal pag pumasok ka ng negosyo. Dahil gusto mo lang kumita eh. Yun naman yung una mong nasa isip. But apparently, pag ganyan na yung pera, nag-i-evolve din yung mindset. Biglang gusto mo na hindi, kailangan magkakatayo akong bahay, nagbibili ako ng kotse. hanggang sa mag-evolve na, di ba? Parang biglang gusto mo may, you build your own company, tapos nga, your own product. Yung iba, they build, other means of income, like different streams of business. Hindi lang iisa. Parang as simple as Facebook, di ba? From si Facebook dati, ang bentahan kay Facebook, wala namang marketplace dati, wala namang Facebook ads dati. Magpo-post ka lang at magtatag ka lang ng mga tao. Ganun po ang unang bentahan sa Facebook before. Tapos nagkaroon ng groups. Wala pa atang marketplace. Parang groups, diba? Sa groups naman, yung kaliwaan or deposit the payment and then the product will be sent to you. Biglang nagkaroon ng Facebook ads. Dati boost post lang, wala pang nakakaalam ng conversion at messaging ads before. Kumbaga boost post lang hanggang sa natuto ng mga tao na mag-conversion. Ngayon naman messaging campaign. At 'di ba, parang sabi nga ni Chris ngayon, live selling. And I know na sa iba very effective ang live selling. So continuous yung evolution. So, ganun ang journey ko sa negosyo or sa pagiging business owner. Since you mentioned inspiration, who is your greatest inspiration and why?
Ano ba? Like, sa start, I guess lang. Kasi ano ba to? I think a lot of people parang experiences yung parang kapag bata ka, may pangarap ka, sobrang laki and everything. And then slowly in time, parang nag-iiba kasi nahihit mo yung mga goals mo, and then I think right now for me ang pinaka-greatest inspiration ko and why is like first and foremost of course yung family ko and everything, and then one factor is ano ba tawag ito, yung parang nilalagay ko talaga sa utak ko kapag hindi ako gagalaw, walang mangyayari. So parang instead there are a lot like aspirations, motivations, pero I think inspiration, family talaga, especially my little boy. Kasi right now parang titingnan mo siya, parang you're gonna grow up na you're gonna grow up with a father that can be a father at the same time, well provider din. Kasi one of the benefits talaga na na-in-love ako about e-com is yung time freedom . Kasi
Right.
like for example, meron kami mga VAs, mga agent na taga-reply lang sa mga messages. And then some of them na kapag matagal na, I give them the freedom. Pwede kayo mag-work gamit phone nyo lang kasi pwede nyo ma-access yung back-end ng messaging ng pages nyo sa Facebook. So, parang gano'n din. So, inspiration right now, like, probably my son. I mean, there are a lot of inspirations you can get out of. Pero I think, depende yan it's different for every person, but as for me, I think it's really my kid right now.
Right. Advance Happy Father's Day pala. Happy Father's Day pala next week. So how was it being a young dad?
Oh my God. Stressful. But I mean, not stressful like in a way. I guess like yung parang reality check talaga na
right.
Kasi dati when you're young, siguro by 25, 26, 27, CEO na ako. Ayun pa, reality check agad. Oh my God, nagka-anak. And it's not cheap. Oh my God, I swear to God, it's not cheap na magkaroon ng anak. So, yun, alam mo, it really forces you, especially na kapag buhay na yung responsibility mo, like literally from the day that person wakes up until sa matulog. Iba like iba na yung galaw mo, like ano tawag nito? Parang like there's a stronger sense of responsibility talaga. na
Yes.
this child or this kid like deserves a lot from life
Uh,
na I mean yeah it's like ano to like parang na reality check ako nun and parang siningil ako ng life in as a whole na kung anong hindi ka prepared for at that moment of your life. I'm not saying na ano na parang ano to it was an accident or yeah okay sige accident but ano to I viewed it as a blessing and like parang ano to na like seeing them parang na happy na okay and everything parang okay ka at peace ka and at the same time parang even though na struggling ang business and everything and not stress alam mo yun parang okay lang kasi at least this time mas stronger yung foundation ng drive mo na it's not just about superficial things like having a
yes.
house, having a car kasi like those have limitations but if it's like something na ano to na or someone rather na parang you owe the world to like parang you will definitely move so if it's not them then it's you yourself kasi kapag like yun talaga eh, kapag business talaga kapag hindi ka gumalaw expect talaga na walang mangyayari so
Right.
ganun
So, kumbaga parang before, kumbaga parang your goals were based on what you would want to reach and attain for yourself. Now, kumbaga parang it's more because you're responsible of other people already. So,
and it's not just the kid it's also like yung mga employees sa ano sa business mo kasi alam mo kapag tumigil ka alam mo yun, parang saan sila kukuha ng sweldo nila, yung may mga anak din yun. And of course,
exactly.
alam mo yun, makakasympathize ka din kasi meron ka rin anak. I mean, for me, meron din ako anak. Alam mo yun, parang,
Yes.
di ba, like having responsibilities um, over people na umaasa sa business mo at the same time umaasa din
Correct.
sa'yo. I mean, it gives off a different pressure, pero alam mo yung doon ka
Yes.
nabibuild sa pressure na yun eh. Yung parang hindi na siya motivation na lang. Nagiging grit and will na talaga. Yung parang tulak ka ng tulak. Like, like ikaw yung parang trailblazer nila eh. Parang gano'n.
Yes, that's right. Actually, ako din, kumbaga parang when parang problem started, no? When my ex decided to leave, parang ako parang I didn't even parang since our kids were very small, parang because they were only 8 months old when we separated. I didn't even think about my kids. I thought about parang my biggest worry was our staff. Na parang sabi ko, since he left, parang should I stay or go? But actually, di naman ako should I stay or go. Parang sabi, ang biggest worry ko lang din, how can I do this on my own? Parang ganun. How can I juggle everything on my own? And ang talagang nasa isip ko, not even my family. Sabi ko, not my kids, not my family. It was my staff. It was our employees. Sabi ko, if I, kung bibitaw din ako, yun parang sabi mo, di ba? So if you have 10 employees, hindi lang naman yung 10 tao na yun ang binubuhay
She's gone. Wala ata yung internet ni Mary. Ayun, ako na lang ang host. Oh no. One-man show. Guys, introvert po ako. So, I don't know how to run this thing. Ano ba? How do you do this? Wala. Oh no. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nasaan ba si Mel? Live selling na ba to? Guys, ito po yung winning item ng icons. Ayun, nag-chat ko. Wala. Ako na nakakalimutan. Wala sa video.
Ayan, ito na ako.
Ayun. Akala ko mag-live selling na ako.
Bigay pa naman ako. Hindi, nakakatawa kasi nag-reconnect ako, mag-isa lang ako, wala ka. Sabi ko kasi sa Marco. Yung pala ako yung nawawala. Napunta ata ako sa ibang entity. Ano ba yan? Sabi ko, Marco, na wala ka, magpa-fast talk pa tayo. Anyway, ayan. So, thank you for answering those questions. So, instead na magtatanong ako usually kasi meron akong Miss Universe question as my last 2 questions. But since season 2 na tayo, magpa-fast talk tayo. So, in 2 minutes, mag-share ako ng ako ng timer. First time na itong gagawin. So, mag-share ako ng timer. Para ito yung timer natin for the 2 minutes. Pinapanood. Yan. Kita na ba yung timer? Nakikita ba yung timer? Ayan. Ayan, nakikita. Wala pa akong mahanap na mas maayos eh. So yung question, ay, ano ba yan? Teka, alisin ko ito. Mafa-flash ko pala siya since hindi. Ayan, mafa-flash ko pala yung questions. Ayan. Okay. So, again, as many questions as you can answer in 2 minutes. So, kung there's no right or wrong question, kung ano lang yung unang answer na maisip mo, yun na yung isasagot mo. Teka lang, kung natin yun. Ako yung kinabahan no? Ako yung kinakabahan.
Countdown timer to eh.
Ako yung kinakabahan. Pero ako yung teka lang, lumiit tuloy. Ayan. Ano ba pipindutin dito? Go? Set? Okay.
Time ba?
Ayun pala. Ayan. So my first question is there an app that you hate but you use anyways?
Wala. Gusto ko lahat lang. I mean, siguro ano ba? Yung mga heavy apps lang. Kasi humihina yung website mo. So, less of those, more on lighter
yung
apps.
Yung mga malalaki. Okay. Next. If you could be a member of any TV sitcom, what would it be?
Friends, si Ross, the nerd.
Ross. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be?
Disinvent? Ano ba?
Disinvent.
Disinvent talaga? Siguro reinvent. Reinvent school.
School. What is in your fridge right now?
So, madaming juice. Kasi
madaming juice?
Orange juice, mango juice, yun. And chocolate.
What songs have you completely memorized? Or what one song have you completely memorized?
Best That I Ever Had by Drake.
Are you usually early or late?
Both.
Both. What pets did you have while you were growing up?
Ano ba? Aso, stray cats, ano ba? Gagamba.
Gagamba?
Yun.
What is the most annoying question that people ask you?
Questions na paulit-ulit na sinabi ko na orong answer.
The last question. What is something you think everyone should do at least once in their lives?
Work on themselves.
Ano?
Work on themselves.
Work on themselves. Ayan, dapat pala 3 minutes ko para mas madami ako na tanong. Ako yung kinakabahan. Ako nagtatanong sa'yo, hindi ako yung sumasagot, pero ako yung kinakabahan. Ayan. Thank you so much for gracing us with your time tonight, Marco. And thank you for, letting us get to know you on a more personal level and sharing your journey in business with us. And I do hope that our viewers were able to get something. Kasi ako, ang dami kong nakuhang sa'yo na, ay, hindi, kalimutan ko lang pala sabihin kanina yung sabi mo na minsan, since nasanay ka na ang dami-dami mong ginagawa before, tapos now, pag may free time ka, parang you feel lazy. You're not alone. You're not alone. Kasi kumbaga parang I think it's because nasanay yung sistema natin na gano'n. But apparently, parang I think you should, also appreciate the free time that you have kahit papano. I mean, now you're still young, bata ka pa eh. So, kumbaga parang sa pagtanda mo, dun mo mas mararamdaman yun, ay, dapat pala kahit papano I gave myself free time. So, don't batter yourself too much. If wala kang ginagawa. Kumbaga parang I think with the journey that you've had, kumbaga parang now, diba, you don't need to worry much about sleep. I believe you sleep longer hours now compared before, diba? Before, kumbaga parang siguro kahit nagta-travel ka, sabi mo nga, bakit ng elevator, pikit lang mata, diba? Konting rest. Kumbaga parang, leisure na yun sa'yo before. But now, kumbaga parang really appreciate the time that you can give yourself for rest. So don't I think normal talaga yan eh pag especially with with everything that you had to do all together and you had to juggle everything all together during those times. Kaya yun nga, now if you have free time, parang you question yourself or parang you feel lazy. You're not, diba? You're not. Kumbaga it just so happens na you have more time for yourself now. So, i-take advantage mo siya. Kumbaga, you've done a lot. You've achieved a lot at a very young age. So, wag mo masyadong stress yung sarili mo sa mga ganun. Normal yun. Normal na nataramdaman. So, ayan. Again, Marco, thank you so much for your time. Had a great time chatting with you. And diba, sana makadalaw ako ng Davao soon. Hopefully next year pag hindi na masyado magkita-kita tayo nila sila yung mga organizers before, miss ko yung pinupuntahan namin ng mga crab. Lagi kami nag-unli crab, mga pinupuntahan namin, nakakamiss. So, pag pupunta ako, sasabihan ko kayo para magkita-kita naman tayo.
Ako na
Ayan.
Kaming committee.
Oo, diba? Sige. So, ayan. Again, thank you, Marco, and to everyone who watched. I hope you guys, learned and the words by Marco. Tomorrow is Buwan Basa. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, guys, stay home. Stay safe. COVID is real. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, everyone, guys. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye, everyone.